Right there. Okay.
What's up? It's live Fire with Dad
Fire with Dad, baby.
and David.
And David.
What's up?
Cha-ching, baby.
Okay, so we're crammed in here. We're going on a road trip to.
Hey, baby, we're on a road trip.
What was that?
On a road trip, baby.
Okay, we aren't singing. This isn't a Beach Boys concert.
By the way, the Beach Boys are coming to Riverbend in July.
Okay, so
I'll be there.
When you say the Beach Boys come, it's like one dude left.
No, there's two.
There's two out of like five.
Two other. Well, two are dead. Okay, you got Dennis and Carl are dead. Brian's still living, and so is Mike Love. But Brian is not. He has his own group with.
So he's got the fake Beach Boys.
Yeah, he has the. Well, they both own the company, and they just kind of do their own thing, I guess.
So maybe in a couple of years, I'll just do Fire with. You'll have your own Fire with Dad, and I'll have my own.
I'll be Fire with Dad.
Jesus, why you gotta go that deep? I
I'm
wouldn't say
sorry.
you're gonna be dead. I'm just saying we might have a fight and do our own Fire with Dad.
I don't think so.
Okay. So before we get started, you were hat flexing on this man right here?
Yeah, Biggie, they got to have good hats.
Hey, come over here, Max. Max, you'll make a quick appearance. So Max, not wearing his MP today. There he is. That's the new video guy that's been following me over. Okay, you're off camera now. You're out of here.
And get the hell out of here.
So-
I'll get 5 seconds.
So that's your 5 seconds of fame.
That's your 15 seconds
So-
of fame, baby.
Dad, you got to explain this to me. You were talking shit about the number of thread count on his hat
Oh yeah.
I got 4.
To tell you how good a hat is, it's the number of stitches. Okay.
on the bill.
On the bill, and the cheap hats got maybe 1 or 2 stitches. The decent hats have maybe 3 or
Okay.
4. The good hats have as many as 8 or 10 or 12 stitches.
So-
How many does your hat have?
How many?
His
let me
got
see it.
4.
Let
No,
me
I'm
see
talking
the
about
hat.
your hat.
Let's see the hat.
Oh, that one there, that's a
Here's-
little business
okay.
hat there.
Stitches.
So what you're talking about are these little lines right here.
Yeah.
And
Quality.
so you see Max, and the first thing that crosses your mind is to talk shit about how many lines of thread his hat has. Like that's the ultimate flex. Like, I got 8 on some of mine. Is that what you said?
I got 12 in some of them. Good. When I had our retail store, okay, and when I had my insurance office, I wouldn't buy a hat unless it had 8 like lines, because guys who wanted to wear a baseball cap wanted to look good.
What is the significance of it having more lines on the
Better quality?
You have to be taller than Max.
Entrepreneurs,
to
hat
see.
entrepreneurs know that.
I have never seen a hat fall apart. Have you ever had a hat?
No.
You just been walking and all of a sudden, bam, the bill falls off. Like, oh shit, I
If
should
I
have
had one more thread on this, I would have been together still.
If
Can
I
I say-
had one more.
What can I say? When you're a connoisseur of hats, I got probably 500 hats at home. I'm a connoisseur, baby.
That I just gotta say though, like I've seen guys flex on cars, on maybe like the gym bench press, on the camera. Like Max has a new camera, maybe he's flexing on some guy with. You're walking up and talking trash about how many thread count a hat bill has. I think we need to get you a hobby that has a little more pow to it.
I got all kinds of hobbies.
I mean, you drive a Honda, so you're screwed there.
Like I drive a Honda because you told me to.
I know because you were wasting gas mileage.
I know I was driving a Jeep.
So here's the funny thing, David. So David is our marketing director for America's Best Restaurants.
Cha-ching, baby.
Started as
The video guy.
the video guy like Max a couple years ago.
And now he's the expert.
Am I doing the interview
Oh,
here?
sure.
Yeah. Okay. No. So I'm gonna tell you how things come full circle. So you have a relationship with your dad.
Yeah.
You and your dad are good friends. Me and my dad are great friends. So like 7-8 years ago, Dad's driving from Carrollton, Kentucky, up to northern Cincinnati, like hour and 30 minutes.
About an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45 minutes there and back. He's doing it.
93
Was it a
miles.
Jeep Cherokee?
Yep.
Was it Jeep?
93 miles.
Jeep Cherokee gets like 8 to 10 miles a gallon. So we're talking one day, and he's old. I mean, he's knows Noah, so he's like 180 years old.
My best friend.
Best friend. So he's older, and we're talking. And of course, when you get older, and I'm guessing this will happen to me, but he's a cheap ass now. And when I was growing up, he wasn't a cheap ass. He was stupid as money with money like I was. He had Cadillacs.
Like you are.
Not I was. Is. Us.
Hey,
There's no us was.
hey, this is Fire with Dad. I'm in charge.
I'm sorry.
And so we're having a conversation, and I'm like, dude, you've got to get a new car. Like you're spending stupid money on driving up here. He's like, I can't afford a new car. I just budget all this. I'm like, dude, do the math. That if you buy this car that gets 30 miles a gallon and get rid of one that does 8 miles a gallon, based on your consumption, you're losing your ass because you don't have a car payment. And who was right?
You? I went out. The Honda I got gets about 34 miles a gallon. 35.
35 now.
34 to 35, depending on if it's hotter outside, it gets higher. I can get 36 when it's warm, about 33 when it's cold.
I just eliminated gas. I got rid of it.
He went Tesla. He's EV, baby, electronic vehicle.
Yep.
Which is funny. Did
Yeah,
you know
and,
that
and,
Tesla?
and all of a sudden he's in the middle of the road going, the car just go, doop.
People run out of gas all the time.
Not me.
We passed the guy
Not
on the
you,
way.
you just jinxed yourself. You're gonna run out of gas. So hold on.
I got
Did you know?
three quarters of a tank.
Did you know that the vehicles that rescue broken down Teslas on the side of the road,
Sometimes they're the Dodge Sprinter vans. Yeah.
they're gas.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
amazing.
And even some of the other ones have a generator
Yeah.
that is gas powered to make the electric car go.
The other
I
thing,
didn't
the
buy
other
it 'cause
thing
it's
too is,
gas.
the other thing too is this, okay? When you plug in, where do you think the electricity comes from?
It's just a lot cheaper.
Hamsters.
There's-
Oh yeah, we actually went to a charging station. for
Why do you
this
think
Tesla.
the superchargers have an open
Yeah.
middle?
It's
They
you go
run
behind it.
around the
Oh,
outside.
hamsters, okay.
Yeah.
Think bigger.
Okay, so outside of you got to move a little forward. You're behind the mic.
Oh.
There you go.
He's so big.
There we go.
That's what she said. So outside of hat flexing on random employees of the company, anything else going on in the world? of
Yeah, the
25?
word pain.
Pain. Oh, speaking of pain, what kind of pain are you feeling? I kicked your ass today in ping pong.
Well, I haven't got a chance to break in yet. I almost took Austin a new life today.
Here's what happened though. So we have a ping pong table now. So 2 offices behind.
I'm getting organized.
We've got a corner office with nice windows. Instead of giving it to a valid employee, we made it a ping pong room. I think is a pretty good idea. We have Red Bull in there. Performance Food Group's got a Red Bull fridge coming.
Where's my drink?
What do you want to have? Water?
Oh, green tea.
Green tea. Okay, I'll get you. So Aaron,
Lipton green tea.
PFG, if you're watching, we need a Lipton green tea deal.
Citrus green tea diet.
Diet citrus green tea for the old guy.
Lipton.
Lipton. Anything else? Any other requests?
No.
Okay, he's good. So we walk in, and immediately you walk in, and apparently you beat Austin. You took his soul.
Well, I beat him up.
And so then I walk in, and I dominate you 2 games in a row.
It's 50 years since I played.
So it was really bad.
I was my college champion.
It was 5 minutes. You just said beat Austin.
Yeah, but I just practiced. It was a little bit of practice.
So you got worse as you practiced more.
Why? I guess.
Interesting.
Have you played Austin yet?
Yeah, I've gotten beat every time.
Austin is terrible.
He gets me with his little spins and stuff.
Well, spins are a piece of cake.
Apparently,
But once I get about another 3 or 4 practice rounds in, Austin will be mine.
Okay, so after this, we're going to play some rounds, and I'm going to dominate you again.
We're going to the store.
That's fine. We can go to a store afterwards. Why, do you have to be home at some certain time?
Well, I want to go home before too dark.
Before too dark. What is too dark?
Well, I'd like to be able to see my driveway when I get home. I don't drive as good in the dark as I used to.
Did I take my Uber driver a couple weeks ago? So check this out. I don't think I told you this. I'm in Arizona, out there meeting with some restaurant clients, and then also Christian and D'Lo. And I'm at the hotel, and you got the Uber app, and you see the hotel here, and you see the car coming down the road. Next thing I know, the car's going away. The hell? And then I see it do a U-turn. It comes back. Then I see it going over here. So I call the guy. I go, hey, this is Matt. I'm waiting for my ride. Are you lost? Yeah, I'm good. I'm almost there. And he's like in my parking lot, but he's not there. So he eventually shows up, and I get in. I go, you all right, man? He goes, and he's an older guy. He goes, well, I thought driving at night would be a good idea. This is the first time I've ever drove. I've drove at night like in 10 years. And I thought I'll pick up a ride tonight and make some money on the after hours. I can't see shit, bro. I'm like, I was in the parking lot. There's 2 hotels. I could see him going circles around the parking lot. I'm like, right here. So then we get in the car. We start driving, and he's going the wrong way. I'm like, I just, for whatever reason, put the directions in my phone. And I'm like, no, go straight. No, you go left. I'm like, no, you go straight. Right here. It says this. Oh, you're right. You know what? I'm going to let you do directions on the way to the destination. So basically, this guy was you in Arizona.
Well, when you get older, for some reason, the road you can't unless you get the road lit. Okay, the lights on the car just don't do as good. So I don't drive it like when I got a motorhome. We're going to
God,
Florida.
you are a terrible drive. What have you broke on it so far? The last motorhome had like dings everywhere. Like,
I have no dings.
Knock on wood.
Well, because Lorinda is now watching everywhere I go when I back up.
The last motorhome,
I had 42 dings.
every corner of it, it looked like somebody took a Coke can and twisted
I
it.
got good training value.
They actually took it on trade.
I think you're gonna love this.
Did you like hide it under a tarp or some
They,
shit?
they showed on paper they gave me 10. Okay, but I figured out they gave me 2.
Okay, so they basically knew you traded a piece of shit in.
Exactly. Well, hell, it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it ran great. The running part was great, but it was history.
Yeah, I had-
mean, there was no there was on the front part where I hit the thing a couple times.
What thing?
The front of the motorhome.
No, but what'd you hit?
The top, whatever.
Trees, McDonald's.
And there actually there was no sidewall. It was gone. You're basically driving with the open air.
So I thought
Garage door's open, honey.
when we got out of the business and he had the motorhome and I was going to get a camper, I'm like, you know what? I got a better idea. Dad won't use his motorhome much. I'll agree for the maintenance side of it if you let me use it when I want to. The first time I go to use it, I got to buy like $600 in batteries. I literally had, okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to do this Tough Mudder over in Indiana. You're not going to have a hotel. It'd be cool. I ended up dropping like $800 in a day and a half on batteries. I'm like, I would have been better off to get a suite at a hotel for 2 weeks. He was just, you never have anything mechanical with this guy. Yeah, all
Hey,
right.
look who's talking.
You having a seizure?
Hey, look who's talking.
So how many thread count is this? There's nothing on this. Look at this. This hat's a piece of crap.
Oh, is that comes from Las Vegas?
It doesn't matter. What did
It's got nothing
Max,
to do.
what did he say about the lines here?
Not on that hat.
It needs like 12.
Not on that hat. It doesn't. That's a Las Vegas hat.
It's a Las Vegas hat?
Whenever I win in Vegas, I always buy a hat.
You've never won in Vegas.
Well, I always win in Vegas.
You always win in Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the one that, matter of fact, yeah, the one year you were way up and then you ended.
That was at Riviera.
I know.
We went to Vegas for 7 days.
I know.
So we were going out there for Yamaha convention, and they're like, hey, we're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8. The agenda was 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And so you're like, okay, we're not gonna have a whole lot of time. So we went out the Saturday before, and we're gonna leave like the Saturday or Sunday after. The first day, we had gambled like day and a half. We have a good time. We get in the meetings. First day, like 2 o'clock. Hey, we're done.
I wasn't even that far most of the days. Most days, maybe
Right.
about an
Yeah.
hour and a half into the meeting. Break time. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we're like, what do you mean? They're like, we're done. Like, go have fun. We're like, oh shit, man. That's why we came early. We're leaving late.
That was also the week that Sam decided he
The
could
hot
eat,
dog.
he could eat our hot dogs and your hot dog and my hot dog and his hot dog.
So we go. We're staying at a place called Riviera. You've been to Vegas? Did you go to Vegas a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's right across from Circus Circus.
So it was next to Circus Circus. It was called Slots of Fun. I don't know if it's still there or not, but you'd go over there and for like $2.50, they had a foot-long hot dog that was like this thick, 3/4 pound, chili, cheese, sauerkraut,
Everything you want.
chips, and a drink.
It was delicious.
And so me and Dad would eat half. I mean, it was a tough meal to eat half of it.
I mean, all I could do to get half done.
Sam would eat
His.
both of our leftovers and his. And
Oh,
so like
God.
the third day, it was so good. So like the third day we went back, people were like, there's the guy. That's the guy that eats like 4 of them. he was like the hot dog hero, like Joey Chestnut.
And Joey Chestnut of the place next door to Circus Circus.
Yeah. What else we got?
Well, pain.
Oh, we're back to that again. So you're still bitching about the me pounding on you and
No, that's not that kind of pain at all.
oh, this is business pain.
Business pain.
Okay, business
In other
pain.
words, when you're making a sale,
Okay.
one of the key things is to actually figure out what the pain is that you're going to solve. Because if you don't know what the pain is you're going to solve, it's never going to get closed. You've got to understand what he needs,
What about her?
or him or her,
What, he or him?
him or her. I get used to always saying, yeah, I apologize for that. Him and her, and who or they or it, them.
Okay, so just going to the point.
The thing is, when you're doing your first original research, figuring out what they really need. Don't sell from your wallet. Look at what they need and sell to them what they need.
And what I'll add to that is if they don't need anything, don't sell to them. Because there's a lot of times the credibility comes from somebody that's not there just to sell something.
Exactly.
You know, I've had businesses before where I look at their stuff and go, hey, you guys are doing a great job. We could probably give you a little advice here or there, but you don't need us a whole lot. Now, the one thing, that's one of the reasons we picked the restaurant space is that independent restaurants, all of them need what we do. for the most part. There's very few doing it right, but be willing, if you don't see the pain, to be honest.
Still
and
walk
truthful
away.
and walk away. Know when to hold them.
And no and fold them, baby.
Know when to walk away. Know when to run. You
Cha-ching.
gotta count your
Blessings.
money
Oh,
when
count
you're
your money.
sitting at the table.
Oh,
My gosh, you're done. Okay. What do you got? This is your first ever fire day. You didn't talk a whole lot.
Listen.
he hasn't said 3 words yet. Hello,
Listen.
Dave. You can talk every once in a while.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, baby. Fire dead, baby. Woo. Cha-ching, baby.
Okay, that's all we got.
Woo.
I think the universe needs to have less of us right now.
Oh, I think we need more.
I need a Red Bull and some ping pong.
Wait,
I
did you
need,
hear
I
that?
need,
Did you hear that?
I need a green tea.
The ping pong table's calling our names.
Ping
Cha-ching,
pong.
baby.
Okay, so hey, fire with dad.
Fire with Dad,
We're
baby.
out. We're gonna play ping pong. You
Bye.
guys have a great week. What day
And
is it?
It's Thursday.
Okay, have a
Thursday,
great
have a
weekend.
weekend, baby.
See ya.
Cha-ching.